A tribute to my mother. Vanilla Felicidol Fullwood was born March 16th in Retreat, St. Mary, Jamaica, West Indies. She would have been 106 years old today. She married my father, Richard O. Barrett, in 1948. My mother was fondly known as Mummy. I remember going to Jamaica, I don't know, must be 19 something, and we went to where Mummy lived. And she lived out in the country, and she had to walk up a hill, probably, one of those steep hills that you see in San Francisco every day to go to school. I looked at that hill and I was exhausted looking at that hill. Mummy was a nurse in Jamaica, and when she came to the States, she earned her U.S. nursing certificate degree license. She delivered my god brother. I want to say it was in Jamaica, and he has got to be close to in his 80s or in his 80s by now. Um, I do remember when Mummy worked when we were in Minneapolis, Minnesota, she worked at Fairview Hospital. And ironically, that's where my two younger children were born, in Fairview Hospital. And she worked the night shifts. And I remember waking up in the morning to go to school. We always used to wake Mommy up. Mommy, 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 what do we want to eat for breakfast? What do we want to eat for breakfast? And Mommy would get up and she'd make us breakfast. But after a while, that got to be wearing on her. So she quit her nursing job and stayed home. And we got breakfast every morning, nice hot breakfast every morning, scrambled eggs and toast every morning, and our orange juice, and were sent off to school. And when we came home for lunch, we used to have a nice hot lunch for lunch for when we came home for lunch, I should say. And unfortunately, that was the end of Mummy's nursing career. But Mummy eventually went into real estate. She worked for a small brokerage firm, family-owned brokerage firm in Minneapolis. My sister and I used to work there. And that was back then when the MLS multiple listing service was in a book on paper. So whenever a listing expired, whenever a house was sold, whenever a listing came on the market, we had to go through those pages. I think it was probably thousands of pages. They were all in, I think, alphabetical order from what I remember. So we had to go through all those pages, take out the expired, take out the sales, take out or input the new listings. So we did that. But when we moved away from the brokerage firm, it was a little far for Mommy to drive, so she did it sparingly. And then eventually she left the brokerage firm. But when Daddy was the president of 4-H, he asked Mommy if what she would want to do. And, as a president, you had to get the clubs together and stuff. So Mommy said she teach sewing. And she was a seamstress. And that is how I learned to sew because Daddy was president. I had to do something. So I took Mommy's class and learned to sew. And every time I was in school, I took home economics so I could get some material so I could sew a new outfit. Mummy also sold most of her clothes. She sewed Daddy's clothes also. And she also taught us how to sew lingerie. Don't ask me if I know how to do it now, but she also taught us how to sew our own lingerie. And to occupy Mommy's time after she got out of real estate, she grew a garden. She had carrots in there, she had zucchini, she had green beans, she had squash, and she ran that for many years until she got tired of planting it, and the deers used to eat it. So we didn't get a lot of stuff. So Mommy quit with doing her gardening. Mommy was a soft-spoken person, and she kind of spoke her mind. And if anybody knew Mommy, her eyes would tell you a lot. If Mommy didn't like something, she gave you that look, and guess what? You stopped on a dime because that look told you a sentence of what you better not do or what she was thinking. So, Mummy was known as Mummy to a lot of our close friends. Um, and to this day, we still refer to Mummy as Mummy. So, Mummy used to love shopping, thus, her daughter learning to shop. So today, what I did was to celebrate Mommy's birthday, I went shopping. I went window shopping, believe it or not. I didn't buy anything. I just went window shopping. That's how I celebrated my birthday.